Let's speak Korean.
제66회 오늘 별일 없으면 우리 집에 와.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and this is our 66th episode and today's main line is 오늘 별일 없으면 우리 집에 와요. If nothing's up today, why don't you come over to my house? And today, before we start, I'll have to introduce our wonderful co-host. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, how you doing, Lisa? 안녕하세요, everybody. Thank you for being with us once again. And I'm excited because we have a new student today. We've got our past student, Naomi, and also a new gentleman who's going to introduce.
안녕하세요, 네오미입니다. Hi.
안녕하세요, 세바스찬입니다.
You look very comfortable, Sebastian. You're leaning back there. Do me a favor, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Repeat after me. 나가 있어!
나가 있어!
Okay, very good. Yes, that's a little joke for all the Koreans out there. There's a famous comedian named Sebastian in Korea.
Right.
나가 있어!
Right,
Yes.
나가 있어.
Yep,
Should be
very-
more
very good.
soft.
And that means go out or wait outside.
Get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, Sebastian is from France, right? You want to
I am
say hello
from
to your
France.
family?
Yeah, I'm from France. I've been living in Seoul for 2 years now. And I started learning Korean when I arrived because I happened to meet wonderful Korean friends and I wanted to communicate with them, so I had to learn quickly Korean. So now my Korean is not perfect, but I try to improve every day so that we don't feel too much frustrated.
Good.
So I'm very happy and lucky to be in Let's Speak Korean.
Right? Just what we wanted to hear. Okay, on that note, let's go on to our lesson today. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
너무 심심해.
별일 없으면 우리 집에 와.
Okay, I just want to go over the first line we heard first. We heard 너무 심심해. 너무 we all heard before, and I like this line. 너무 심심해. I'm so bored. I've got nothing to do.
Used all the time, and it kind of strikes you as to some of the basic differences that often occur between Korean and English.
Right.
One being, there's no subject. You don't say, I'm bored. You just say, 너무 심심해. Bored, right? And then also, instead of saying 정말, most of the time Koreans will say 너무. What they should say is really. I'm really bored. 정말 심심해.
I think the translation ends up sounding kind of weird, but it's not awkward when you say it. I'm too bored. 너무 심심해. Okay, and we heard our main line today is 별일 없으면 우리 집에 와, and then we hit 별일. And I think there's a lot to be explained with this word, 별일. You want to go ahead and explain some?
Sure. This originally, when I thought, because I originally learned the greeting, 별일 없으셨죠? So I thought it meant something bad. It always meant something bad. Oh, nothing bad happened to you in the time that I haven't seen you. This is a greeting. You say, oh, so nothing big has happened to you. It's a nice way to greet someone. Oh, 별일 없으셨죠? Okay, that's a polite way to say hello to somebody. Hey, you haven't had any big problems lately, right? And then, but here they're saying 별일 없으면, and here, of course, it just means if you don't have any other special thing happening. Special is 별, 일 is kind of an event or a happening of some sort. So 별일 없으면, if you don't have something else happening, come over to our house.
Right. If you don't have any special plans, or if nothing's up, is how I would say it. If nothing's up, then come on over. And usually you hear people asking you, as Stephen said, 별일 없어? Which means, is nothing new? Is nothing special happening? Or what's up is actually what it means. Or 별일 없었어요? Which is the same thing.
Right. So let's say somebody's asking you about your plans, right? Oh, 내일 계획이 있어요? Do you have plans tomorrow? And you would respond, oh, 내일 별일이 없어요, right? I don't have any big plans. Now, you do not want to respond, oh, I'm busy tomorrow by saying 별일 있어요, okay? You cannot do that. That is one thing that no one ever says. I have special plans. You just say 별일 없어요. I don't have special plans. Make sure you don't say I have special plans. 내일 별일 있어요 does not work. 별일 있어요 is against the rules.
Right. And we can specify, do you have plans tomorrow? Do you have plans tonight? Do you have plans next week or a certain day by adding the words we know, 내일 or 오늘 밤 or 토요일 or next week. Any of the following? Want to try one?
내일 별일 없어요.
토요일에 별일 없어요.
Good, very
Okay.
good.
Yeah, you want to do 토요일에. To, it starts with the T sound. And then notice that if you're saying 내일, you do not add a in front of it.
Right.
내일, 어제, but other times you do, right? 주말에 계획이 있어요. That's okay. Or 토요일에 계획이 있어요. 토요일에 별일 없어요. There you put a, but for 내일 and 오늘 you do not add a to it.
Right. Okay, let's try responding to this question. Okay, we use the 면 form. We've practiced 면 before. If you don't have any plans, 별일 없으면, and then we're asking, let's go jogging, or let's go exercise, or let's go to the movie theater. In our main phrase, we said, come over to my house. 우리집에 와. Okay, let's try something else. Going jogging or exercising.
세바스찬, 내일 별일 없으면 영화 보러 갈래요?
I would like, sure.
Okay. How about responding in Korean now? 네 좋습니다. 네 좋아요.
네.
And then now you try asking her something.
내일 별일 없으면 우리 집에 와라.
좋아요.
Okay, and I noticed that it's hard for me too, but 별일 is very hard to pronounce. Many people have a tendency to go 별일, but we want to say 별일. Try that.
별일.
Right.
별일.
Okay, but practice makes perfect, and let's continue on to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
with Lisa.
and Steven.
오늘 저녁에 별일 없어?
약속 있어.
내일 저녁에 별일 있어?
바빠. 시간 없어.
별일 없으면 잠 좀 자. 수업 시간에 잠자지 말고.
We heard some useful responses in the Let's Wrap It Up corner. For example, we heard 약속 있어. 약속 is an appointment or a promise. So 약속 있어, I say this a lot. And another one we heard is 바빠. I'm busy. 시간 없어. I have no time, which literally means that I don't have time for something, right? And then Stephen responded with something really long.
Yeah, that last line might have been a little complicated there, right? It said 별일 없으면 잠 좀 자,
Right.
잠 is sleep, 좀 is a little, kind of sleep a little, would you? So 잠 좀 자.
And his excuse was, or his response, the reasoning for him saying that was 수업 시간에 잠 자지 말고, don't sleep during class, go and get some sleep elsewhere, right? Well, what did you think of today's lesson?
Our new student, huh?
It was great. I want to make sure that I don't miss any other episode of Let's Speak Korean
Right.
because it helps me to correct my errors I make every day, all the time. So now I will be sure to correct my accent and all the. It makes everything clear.
Right.
Good.
I think Let's Speak Korean is a very good addition to anybody's studies. As you're studying along, it helps you pick up a little bit of the culture, and we get to experience and review over some things that you may not learn through your book or the 교과서.
Yeah.
그리고 thank you for joining us here at Let's Speak Korean. 별일 없으면 다음에 또 오세요. Please come back next time if nothing's up. All right, see you back here next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
IDNongTV.com. Bye-bye.